London isn't just the capital of England, it's one of the great literary capitals of the world. From Shakespeare to Sherlock Holmes, writers, poets, and fictional characters have called this city home for centuries, and it's no surprise that London's bookstores are just as iconic as its history. London has hundreds of bookstores, but if you're in town for just a few days, these are some of the best to visit. This is your bookstore guide to London. First up is Hatchards, just a short walk from Piccadilly Circus in central London. Founded in 1797, Hatchards is London's oldest bookshop. Walking through these doors feels like stepping back in time. Hatchards isn't just a bookstore, it's a literary institution, beloved by generations of readers, collectors, and even royalty. This isn't the kind of store you pop into quickly. Hatchards is the kind of place where you wander, browse, and slowly get lost in its stories. Spread across 5 elegant floors, the shop has that rare blend of grandeur and coziness. The creak of the wooden staircase, and the shelves lined with everything from modern bestsellers to rare signed editions. It all feels timeless. Hatchards is also the official bookseller to the royal family, holding multiple royal warrants, which adds to its sense of history and prestige. Every room has its own charm. You'll find beautifully curated sections on history, biography, politics, travel, and of course, fiction. But Hatchards knows what London is famous for. They have entire sections dedicated to famous British authors, like P.G. Wodehouse and Agatha Christie. From Jeeves and Wooster to Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple, you'll find all the classic characters among these shelves. They even have an entire room dedicated to detective fiction. So if you're looking for a moody British murder mystery, you've found your home. But what makes Hatchards special isn't just its impressive collection. It's the way the store invites you to linger. Staff are knowledgeable and always happy to share recommendations, and the shop often hosts signings with some of the world's most famous authors. One of the treasures you'll find at Hatchards is their collection of library editions, beautifully bound, cloth-covered hardbacks designed to be as collectible as they are readable. These editions cover everything from modern classics to timeless literature, often with elegant spines and matching sets that make a whole shelf look like a piece of art. For serious readers and collectors, they're the kind of books you'll want to keep for a lifetime, and Hatchards is one of the few places where you can browse such a wide and carefully curated selection in person. Whether you're hunting for your favorite British detective novel or just dreaming, like Mrs. Dalloway, Hatchards feels like an essential pilgrimage for any book lover visiting London. Just down the street from Hatchards is Waterstones, Europe's largest bookstore. I didn't have time to film there when I was in town, so it's more of an honorable mention, but definitely worth a visit. Next, we're heading to Marylebone in the city of Westminster, home to one of the most famous addresses in British literary history, 221B Baker Street. Not to mention Lord Byron and Charles Dickens, Marylebone is a beautiful village-like neighborhood full of boutique shops and restaurants. It's also home to one of the most beautiful bookstores in the city, Daunt Books. This Edwardian shop, founded in 1912, is instantly recognizable by its long oak galleries, skylights, and tall windows that flood the store with natural light. It's a travel bookstore at heart, and every destination in the world has its own carefully curated section. Instead of organizing books strictly by genre, Daunt arranges them by country. So if you're planning a trip to Italy, you'll find travel guides alongside Italian novels and cookbooks, all in one place. It makes browsing feel like a journey in itself. The heart of the shop is its long central gallery, with its arched windows and winding oak staircase. It's a sight that makes every book lover stop and stare. Daunt has since grown into a small chain, but this Marylebone location is the original, and it's still the most atmospheric. Whether you're searching for your next travel read or simply soaking in the architecture, Daunt Books is a London classic you shouldn't miss. Our final stop on this bookstore tour is Cecil Court, a hidden gem off Charing Cross Road near Leicester Square. Nicknamed Booksellers Row, this narrow Victorian-style pedestrian street is lined with antiquarian and second-hand bookshops, many of which specialize in rare, collectible, and out-of-print titles. Cecil Court feels like stepping into a different era. The shop fronts are painted in deep greens and blues, with window displays filled with everything from vintage children's books to first editions, maps, and prints. It's the kind of place where you might stumble across a century-old illustrated edition or a quirky pamphlet you never knew existed. What makes Cecil Court special is its variety. Each shop has its own specialty, whether that's rare literature, music scores, theater programs, or Lewis Carroll. I came here for Alice Through the Looking Glass, which was unfortunately closed, as well as a handful of other shops, despite it being during their posted open hours online. Right next door, though, is Marchpane, a bookshop specializing in Lewis Carroll. If you're after a vintage copy of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, I'm not sure there's a better store on earth than Marchpane. For anyone who loves the charm of old books, Cecil Court is a perfect way to end a London bookstore tour. From the historic halls of Hatchards to the vaulted gallery of Daunt Books and the rare treasures of Cecil Court, London's bookstores are as diverse and inspiring as the city itself. Whether you're after a signed edition, a travel read, or a one-of-the-kind find, this city has something for every reader. Subscribe for more bookstore and travel content like this. If you're traveling to London in the near future, I'll be launching a new store soon with travel guides and itineraries, so keep an eye out for that. What's your favorite bookstore in London? Let me know in the comments below.